you are all well. As you can tell from the title, today's video is going to be another one of my driving tip videos. A lot of you guys really like the past. I think I've done about 3 or 4 and I've got really good feedback about them, and the streets want more. And I was just thinking, I've said everything it has to say. I told you guys how to pass your theory, I told you guys how to pass your practical, I've given you guys the tea on having a car, and I thought, what else is there left for me to say? Like, I just don't know. But I remember that a lot of people are actually still waiting to do their practical driving test or learn how to drive, but because of the pandemic, because of Mrs. Rona, they have been brought to a halt and basically can't do anything. So I'm here to give you guys 5 tips on things you can do during this lockdown to make sure you don't forget what you've learned in your driving lessons or how to drive. It's literally 5 simple steps. Some of them are things that I did in the process of learning to drive, because when I was learning how to drive, I did a few hours and then I went on holiday for about 2 to 3 weeks, and I thought, no, I don't want to forget what I learned. So these are some things that helped me and some things that, you know, I've done to help other people. So the first tip I would give, or the first thing we should do, it sounds a bit stupid, but it's something I actually did whilst I was on holiday to help me. And basically, guys, all you need is a bottle. And you're probably thinking, a bottle of Rahimaa, what can I do with this? Basically, I learned how to drive manual and I didn't want to forget how to do my gears. So whilst I was on holiday, I would use, it wasn't even this bottle, it was like the glass bottle, but it can be any bottle, to not forget my gears. And I didn't want to come back from holiday and my instructor be like, okay, Rahimaa, so this, that and the third. Sorry if the camera just shifted. I felt like I wasn't in the middle. I hope I'm in the middle now. If I'm not, that's going to be real awkward because who set me to move? But as I was saying, I would use my bottle and put it in between my lap as a gear stick. You can't really see, but like if I needed to gear 1, I would, let me hold it like this. That would be gear 1, gear 2, gear 3, gear 4, gear 5, and literally it helped me so much because that was the one thing I didn't want to forget. So yeah, even if you're learning automatic, I feel like, you know, you could learn how many spaces up you would go for P, or how many spaces down you would go for N, etc, etc. So consider doing that, because one thing you don't want to do is forget your gears. So yeah, another tip would be to ask a parent, friend, sibling to drive their car, to take you around, you know, show you around the block and practice, because why not? Like, every little helps. It doesn't have to be the driving instructor, because obviously we're restricted to what we cannot and cannot do. But if you're at home and your mum or dad or sister, brother drives, why not ask them to go out? Obviously, if you are going out with someone to drive, or you are the person taking someone else to drive, remember you must be 21 and over. You must have your license for 3 years before you can supervise a provisional driver. So let's not break the law, guys. Also, DVSA did announce that you are allowed to practice how to drive outside of your driving lessons, as long as you are going to do essential shopping. So take that trip to Morrison's, Sainsbury's, Tesco, wherever it is that you're going, and be like, Mum, today I'm gonna drive. I'm gonna take you guys, okay? Another tip would be something I mentioned previously in one of my past videos. I think it was how to pass your practical. Would be in the lessons you have done prior to lockdown. I'm sure your instructor has written down notes or said what you need to work on. Ask them to send you that or give you the feedback verbally, so you know yourself. Okay, when I do my driving lessons, for me it used to be my turnings were off. Like, I wouldn't turn the steering wheel. So in my mind, I used to always think, Rahimaa, turn the steering wheel. So if these are things you know, when you do your next driving lesson, or when you are practicing with a friend, family, you will know, okay, I need to not brake harshly. I need to not turn too early or signal too early. So these are things that you can do whilst in the lockdown. You don't need no driving instructor. No, you need them to tell you the stuff first, and then you can work on that yourself. Another top tip, which is something I used to do a lot actually, is to watch a lot of I just passed my driving test, or what happened in my driving test, or how to pass your theory, or what will be in your theory videos, and other people talk about their experiences, because it just helps you kind of get a gist, and it helps you prepare and be aware of what to expect on the day, so that you too can be ready and obviously learn from what other people got wrong, how many minors they got, how many majors they got, what things to avoid, what things to do, what things not to do. So it's really good that we have a platform like YouTube where people do share their experiences and stories. Another thing I would say, which is also my final tip, would be to familiarize yourself with the routes around the test center you want to do your driving test at, because if you know the area well, when your instructor or the examiner is telling you turn left, or you're following the sat nav, you know where you're going. So you might know, okay, at this point of the road I know I've got to stop and give way, or I know you can't go down that road. So if you know the road, surely you're gonna have to pass because you know the road. I think what I'm saying is making sense. But guys, that was just a quick 5 top tips that I wanted to share with you guys. Hopefully they help. I could be chatting rubbish, but I feel like these are things that are good to be out there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe and share. I'm still on the road to 1k, so let me know down in the comments, what do you think of the tips? Are you waiting to do your practical test? And yeah.